Now we wait and play the waiting game, as it were. And I'll also have to test to make sure you guys can hear me. You should be able to see what I'm seeing too. All right, cool, it works. All right, so this was actually going to be an update for like my Patreon and members, but I thought I'd just take a minute to let everybody know, even though I am going to put it on my Patreon and YouTube member page. For those who are interested or wondering what's been going on, I have been trying. I always try to find ways to make the channel better and to give you guys what you want. And so I know you guys absolutely love the Star Trek stuff. I'm a Star Trek channel to most people. And so because of that, I wanted to try something new. When I first started, what I was really limited by was the footage that I had available. And so when I'm trying to do new things for you or trying to look at new options, I'm limited because I have to use what Trek has, what CBS has created. You add on to that, every time I use a CBS piece of footage and I then have to wait over 30 days to make any money off that video, which is a pain when you're trying to feed two kids. So a part of me wanting to change things up and try something new actually happened with German Trekkie, who I see is in the house, where I thought I wanted to do a little bit more with CGI as well as live action. So a part of that is the videos that you're coming out, slowly you're going to start seeing that I'm using CGI footage, that I am either paying or collaborating with somebody like Trekkie, German Trekkie, which you guys should check out his channel. He does a lot of good CGI stuff, or that I'm making on my own. I'm going to be doing this to do breakdowns of different ships, to do Starship battles, which is something I really enjoy doing. And I'll actually even be able to do some live footage including this stuff. I'm telling you this because I want you to know about the transition that'll be happening. Here's the kicker with it, though. This stuff is not the fastest to do, especially if you're just one person. So the way that I'm learning to do this, I'm taking anywhere from an hour to 6 hours a day, and I'm just playing with Blender, and I'm just looking at tutorials. Like, for an example, I created this thing. This entire thing was created by me, and it took me about 3 days to figure out how to do it. And I'm sure if you do animation or you do CGI for a living, it looks like crap. I'm quite proud of it at the moment. I'll probably hate it in about a year. So, I am going to be moving this to doing like Akira class ships as well as, any kind of starship that you see, like the California, the Cerritos, all of that good stuff. What is it? It's just a spaceship. There's no real background to it. The fact you can't tell what it is kind of worries me. It's just a spaceship. I guess I'm not that good at it. Anyway. So, why am I telling you guys this? Why are we going through this? This is generally just an update I do to patrons and members, but I want you guys to know what's coming down the fold. I really think this is the best way to go, especially if I want to continue to expand and do stuff that's not different, not create like the 4th video on an Akira class. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing the Starship battles, believe it or not. The Starship battles is honestly a Starship breakdown reskinned, but doing it in a different way and putting the ship up against something else, which, by the way, we'll be having the Borg versus a Dominion Alliance fleet coming out first week of January. So anyway, that's what's going on. This is what I've been working on. This will also expand to other series, too. I intend to do this with, like, say Battlestar Galactica or other things of that nature. So I think it's gonna transfer over pretty well. It looks Tholian. I guess it looks Tholian. Yeah, I made it strange on purpose. It's not a human ship. It's supposed to be otherly. I'm actually, and every one of this is not as easy. Like everything you see that's lit, I had to individually create. And then learning how to make it as reflective as it is. This glass right here, like, and here's something you can see. Look, so when you do materials, not that you guys care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Well, if I can get it right. You see this glass right here? If you're looking at it, you can almost see buildings and stuff. That's because materials that people use, so you can see it real good right there. Materials that people use is just based on like images. And so if I wanted to move that away so people wouldn't see it, I'd just make it a little bit rougher or blur it out. All materials are in fact just scenes that are used before, which is something kind of crazy. Anyway, all that to say, this is going to be the way the channel is going. I think it's a good move. I don't know that I can keep doing the content at a fast pace. I will continue to do that until I really start making Trek stuff, and then depending on how popular those are, I may slow down in what I upload. But what I do upload will be pretty decent quality. I'm really wanting to get as good as, say, German Trekkie or other channels that do it, and I'm hopeful. Another thing that'll be nice, though, is that I will be graduating in March, which I'm exceedingly excited about, which means I'll just have more time to put towards this as well as YouTube. Also, my family and other people I care about, of course. And I can use that degree to really make things pop. Like, I really think a cinematography degree added with people who know how to do animation, if you can get a YouTube channel that does that, I think that is going to be, I don't think there's any end to how far you can go with that. And there are channels out there like that right now, I'm sure. Anyway, I'm really excited. I'm very hopeful, but I guess we'll see. You've added colors to the shapes. You may want to texture onto the model, then apply the color. Shadows with dynamic lighting and so on. It's a nice model so far. Yeah, thanks, Gamer34551. This is the first one. I know there's a lot that I could do. The reflectiveness is cool, but like you say, it has some issues, you can tell. And, you know, if this was a real ship, a real Starship that I was putting in something, unless it just came off the, out of the space port or wherever the hell it come up, it would probably have a lot more damage to it. And the reflectiveness is cool, but I would definitely dim that down. Also, another thing I couldn't figure out before I got on here, I wanted to make the inner side right here glow red and purple to kind of be reflective of the... So I was going to make the glass here glow a little bit. I couldn't figure that out. But if I could have, if they did glow, the inner sides of these wings would have glowed too, to kind of be like they were reflective off of it. I also probably should have had the back of these, the wings themselves, reflect the red that you're seeing from the exhaust here. Anyway. Yeah. What's going on, Frederick? Anyway, I hope you guys like what you're seeing here. Of course, you can always give me some feedback. And, well, you know, I always love what I do, but sometimes, depending on where I'm at, I can be excited or it can just be business as usual. Right now, I'm pretty excited. So, I bet you guys wouldn't guess. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different objects, starting out as squares or spheres. Also, this isn't an original design. Again, I took a tutorial. I made it my own. I didn't copy him exactly, but yeah. Oh, you want to see something? Not that anyone cares. A little emitter right there. Yeah. I could not, for a long time, figure out how to get that, how to get that emitter to work. And I finally did. There you go. Go back in your home. Don't you like your home? Anyway. Yep. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the congratulations. I'll probably do a live stream or something when I actually can graduate. And what's my plans for the OnlyFans? I actually put a posting up there. I moved it to free because COVID hit and I just couldn't do everything I wanted to do with it. So it's going to be kind of like a Instagram where you'll see the admiral and the engineer go at it. There will be a couple of like meme-worthy and fun stuff. Anything that's embarrassing, if you've already given some money to, you will get for absolutely free. I may put a paywall behind it there just because if I'm going to look like a fool. Like there is this, there's a model on OnlyFans she's selling sex. That's what she's doing. And I am going to shot for shot. She did like 10 pictures. I'm going to shot for shot mimic it. Except I'm not going to be, it won't be, whoa, the heck did I just do? It'll be very tasteful. you're not going to get nudes or anything like that. But it'll just be me in the pose. Anyway. Yup. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. On the Hizzy.